She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see.
So I've been on YouTube for around 2 months now, and I realized that not many of you know much about me, so I thought I might do a Q&A session, and I wanted to be a little more intimate, a little more spicy, so I looked around the web and found a good one. It's actually meant to be for couples to see how compatible we are, so I guess today we're going on a blind date. And I'm really excited to do this, so I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, please write them in the comments below and I'll make sure to answer them. So the first question is, where would you like to be in 5 years? Okay, so I'll be almost 30. Actually, I'll just turn 30 in 5 years. And, oh goodness. I have to be married by then. I really want to be married by 28, which is only 3 years away. So, ooh, a bit of a tight squeeze there in 3 years. But hopefully be married then. And I want to be a homeowner because I can't afford a house right now. Sydney prices are so expensive. If you want to look it up, please do. What was the experience that impacted you most in your life? I think it was when I was 12, because that was when my mom started to live with me. So my parents are divorced. They've been divorced since I was 5 years old. And my dad's always been the person that's been very, I guess, passive, and also he'll spoil me a lot. And my mom used to be the one that was like the bad parent, who'd be really strict and try to push me. And my mom was in Korea for most of my life, in my childhood. And then once she went back to Korea, she saw me and she was so shocked how fat I got, because I lived with my grandparents. And you know, grandparents, they make you eat a lot. So I was a really chubby kid back then. And I think that really affected my self-esteem. So once my mom actually lived with me, I was on a diet, I was on a strict study routine, and I think that really built upon my work ethic because I was the laziest kid ever. What type of relationship did you have with your parents? As an Asian, you probably have one really scary parent and one more chill parent, or maybe you have both if you're unlucky. But I had a really chill dad, and back then I was a bit of a daddy's girl because he was so chill. But now we kind of drifted apart as we got older. When I was younger, my mom was the biggest tiger mom and I was so scared of her. But now she's really mellowed out because my sister is her dream child, I guess. She's like the golden child of our family. And that's why she's a bit more mellowed out. She's satisfied with her offspring. And I think my mom and I got to understand each other a bit more as we got older. How did your best friend describe you? Okay. I'm not gonna answer this one. I'll ask my friends this one, because if I say how to describe myself, I would be very biased. So I'll put his answer on the section here, and hopefully he says something nice, not roast me. We'll see. I would usually follow my heart straight up because I'm a very emotional person, but I think eventually I got to realize that emotions aren't the correct way of seeing things at times, because sometimes when you're emotional, you're not the most logical person. And that's why I usually try to journal, and that kind of helps me get a clearer head and try to make me look at a situation with a more logical mindset. I also talk to my partner or my friends, and that really helps me see a situation in a more clearer head, other than being very emotional and very reactive, because I tend to do that quite often as I was younger, and sometimes now. So would you put your family or your friends first if you had to choose one? I would choose my family, and how I know this is because every time I have a dream of someone dying, it's always going to be my family. And I feel like your dreams have a little mirror to your subconscious mind. So if I always dream of my family, I kind of wake up in a really shitty mood. That's why I would definitely choose my family. Sorry, friends. It definitely taught me that I can't change someone. I mean, he's never gonna see this ever in his whole life, so I guess I can be a little more truthful about this. I think our relationship was pretty bitter at the end, and I was always being very naggy, and I think I realized that if a guy wants to change for you, he will, and if you can't, just force it, because you're only hurting yourself. And it's also very selfish of me to assume that a man would change because I want them to. Do you prefer dating one person or seeing where it goes, or dating multiple people until you make a decision? I would say I'd like to be a person that only dates one person to see how it goes. I think it's a bit tiring for me to date multiple people. I mean, it might change as I get older and, you know, the time's ticking, but I personally think that I like to put my time and effort to one person, and if it doesn't work out, then I might take a short break and then, well, not a short break, but I might take a break and then date someone else and see how it goes from there. What are you most grateful in your life? And it's probably the number of years I lived, because I read a quote someone that says, don't be sad that you're growing old. Not many people have that opportunity. Just being able to experience all of this within my 25 years now is something that I do appreciate. And also the fact that I have a very loving family with my grandparents. They always took care of me. Now that they're getting old, I feel a bit emotional thinking about how one day they'll pass away. Maybe about my kids. I think that'll be a really interesting one to talk about, because I feel like I'd be excited to know about it, but at the same time I feel like I'm also cheating in life and it doesn't seem morally right to know about my future. So actually something that really helped me not be anxious about is about my cats, because I get so worried about the cat's health, and because cats have a shorter lifespan compared to humans, that's something I worry illogically about. So I think knowing the lifespan and knowing the health in the future will likely make me less anxious about my cats. I would say I'll be a cat foster mom. I think that'd be so fun to do. I love my cats and I love kittens. I find kittens so cute. I actually inserted a photo of my Lumi and Care when they were kittens. Oh, they were so cute. First of all, I'll get upset. I think that's pretty common to get upset if something didn't work in your favor, but I think after a while I'll start to realize that it wasn't for me. And also do appreciate when I work hard, because even if I don't get what I wanted, I feel proud of the effort and the amount of time I put into it. Where would you go when you need some inspiration? And I would say YouTube, because I feel like there's so many creative people out there, and I think YouTube is a really good way to see what people are passionate about, because if you're making videos and you're spending hours editing and hours researching, you're only doing that because you have a certain passion about a certain topic. Who's the first person you call when you're in trouble? I would probably call my twin sister. Not many people know this, but I do have a twin sister. I am 3 minutes older and her name is Judy. And if I ever have some trouble, I'll probably message her, even though she's not going to message as much. So yeah. Which fictional character do you believe is most like yourself? I would say Hinata from Naruto. I just love Naruto. It's my favorite thing ever. I just feel like her being really shy as a kid was something that I can see with myself, because I was a very shy kid. I'm just gonna say Hinata because I'm a big fangirl and I can't imagine anyone else. Yeah, I don't really know who I would really suit as a fictional character, but Hinata was something that I really like. So if you haven't watched Naruto, I really recommend it. Anime is not for kids, I'm gonna tell you that first. After I watched Naruto, changed my life. Okay, so it's getting a little late now and I might just do 2 final questions, and they're my ones I find quite interesting and I think they might be a little more controversial. So I'm gonna finish with these 2 questions. How do you feel about staying friends with exes? And I think it really depends. I am not friends with any of my exes, unfortunately, and I think that's a good thing, because I don't know, I think we're so different as people now as we get older, and I don't see any need to actually be friends with them anymore. Okay, and the final question is, do you believe in soulmates? So I don't really believe in soulmates as one definition of being your perfect partner that fits everything in life. I think different parts of you would fit different people. For example, you can't be the same person as you are when you're with your best friend as to a girl or a guy, and with your partner, because they're different people. And I think soulmates are someone that just gets you and understands you and enables you to grow up and evolve in life and inspires you to be a bit different person. And I also think that soulmates doesn't have to be a one for all, where when you meet your soulmate, that's your soulmate for life. Sometimes soulmates just grow and drift apart, and that's okay. I realized that soulmates may be someone that really fits and helps you grow as a person and really helps you become the best person you can be. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video. That concludes my Q&A, and that was so fun to do, and also a little draining because I have to really think about that. I mean, I'll probably think about it in the next few hours and be like, oh my god, I could have answered that question so much better. If you guys have any questions, please write them in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your opinions, and of course I'll link this question template in the description box. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel because it really helps me out, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.